My best friend wants me to be his best man. But I just met him last week. Please buckle in, because this is as weird as it sounds. I'm a 28-year-old woman, and to give you some context, I recently moved to a new city for work. I don't know many people here yet, but I've been making an effort to get out, meet new folks, and settle in. A couple of weeks ago, I went to a trivia night at a local bar to socialize. That's where I met Greg. He's in his early 30s, friendly, and the kind of guy who tells dad jokes unironically. We ended up on the same trivia team, and while I wouldn't say we instantly clicked, he seemed nice enough. After the trivia night, he asked if I wanted to grab coffee sometime, and since I didn't have many friends yet, I figured, why not? Fast forward to the coffee meetup. He tells me he just got engaged to his girlfriend, Ashley, and they're planning a wedding for next spring. I congratulate him, and we talk about relationships, work, and life. Again, he's nice, but nothing about our conversation screams lifelong bond. We finish our coffee, and I assume that's the end of it. But oh no. Greg had other plans. A few days later, I get a text from Greg asking if I can meet him for lunch. I figure maybe he's lonely too and just wants to hang out, so I agree. At lunch, he starts talking about his wedding plans in excruciating detail. I'm politely nodding along when he suddenly says, "So, I have a really important question for you." I was caught off guard and joked, "What, you need me to pick the flower arrangements?" He looks dead serious and says, "No, I want you to be my best man." I laughed because I thought he was kidding. He was not. Greg launches into this whole heartfelt speech about how he doesn't have many close friends, red flag, and how he feels like we've formed this amazing connection. He goes on about how he can't imagine standing at the altar without me by his side. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there thinking, we've known each other for, 8 days. I tried to let him down gently, saying, "Greg, I'm flattered, but don't you have a brother or childhood friend who'd be better for this?" He got this crestfallen look and said, "But they don't get me like you do." Y'all, I didn't even know his last name until this lunch. Things got even weirder when he started talking about bachelor party plans, asking if I'd be comfortable organizing it and making sure it captures the essence of our friendship. At this point, I was torn between pitying him and wanting to run for the hills. I finally said something like, "Greg, I really don't think I'm the right person for this, but I'm happy to support you as a friend." That's when he teared up. Yes, teared up, in the middle of the restaurant. He started talking about how he's never felt this kind of connection with anyone and how I'm the only person he trusts to help him start this new chapter of his life. I didn't know what to do, so I said I'd think about it and left. I called my mom afterward, and she nearly cried from laughing so hard. She said, "This is why you shouldn't talk to strangers." Since then, Greg has been texting me non-stop, sending wedding updates and asking for my best man input. I feel bad for the guy, but I also barely know him, and I'm not sure how to handle this without completely crushing him. How do I tell someone I can't be their best man, when we're not even friends?